What if someone asks you to tell him something about India? In response, you might inform him about the places you have been to, the famous landmarks, the delicious cuisines, and other significant aspects of the country. Of course, to give them a better understanding of India as a whole, you'll discuss more than one place with him. In this chapter of English, Class 10, Glimpses of India, we are going to study in 3 parts the 3 different places in India, which will give a glimpse of the country. In this video, we will cover the first part of the chapter, which is A Baker from Goa, and it is written by Lucio Rodrigues. This story, A Baker from Goa, is related to the time when the Portuguese ruled Goa. The story focuses on a baker and his relevance in a Goan village. Bread making started in Goa in the Portuguese days. Elders of Goan community fondly remembers the Portuguese rulers of Goa and their appetite for bread. During those days, people ate loaves of bread made in big furnaces. The author talks about the importance of bakers who kneaded, shaped, and baked the bread at that time and even after the Portuguese left the country. Despite changing times, the baker remains an essential figure in the Goan community. The author remembers with fondness that a baker made jingling sounds and the thud of bamboo sticks when he used to arrive to sell his bread. Baker would pass by the house of author at least twice a day. He would balance the bread basket on his head with one hand while banging the bamboo stick with the other hand. As children, the jingling sound and the thud of the bamboo used to woke them up in the morning, and they used to rush to meet the baker. What they were looking for were bread bangles. Bread bangles are a traditional Goan bread shaped like rings, which the baker sold, along with loaves for adults. As the baker came, he would call out and greet the lady of the house. The children would be pushed aside and the loaves would be delivered to the maid servant. The author recalls the aroma of loaves that filled the air. Children would climb up the bench to take a peep into the basket. They would not even brush their teeth to eat the bread. They believed that the hot tea after the bread would clean everything in the mouth nicely. After this short and interesting story of the childhood days of author, he continued to tell the important and integral role of bakers in the Goan community. The various kinds of bread were very important for all occasions. No marriage was complete until and unless the traditional sweet bread bowl was served. Mothers were expected to prepare sandwiches on engagements. Bolanhas, that are traditional coconut cookies, would be prepared for Christmas and other festivals. In the old days, bakers were usually dressed in a kabai, which is a long frock reaching down to the knees. Or they used to dress in a shirt and a knee-length trouser. Even today, if anyone goes out in the streets wearing knee-length pants, he is referred to as a padder or baker. Being a baker was a profitable profession during those days because the Portuguese were lovers of freshly baked loaves. The baker, his family members, and his servants looked prosperous and happy. The author humorously remarks that even now, anyone with a healthy appearance is still compared to a baker. Students, this was the summary of the first story of the chapter, Glimpses of India. After going through this video, you must read the detailed summary notes given on the EduRev app. Go ahead and practice all the tests of this chapter given on EduRev app. Happy learning!